It also makes me think of a job site story that I have. It happened, I don't know, a year or two ago. I have a client, an EU-based client, but the project was in the US. They did something that really made me start to get a little bit concerned. And I think it ties back to the reporting. I think it ties back to setting really aggressive sustainability goals, which is all reporting, and aggressive sustainability goals is a good thing, but is it possible to go too far? I'm posing that question and I think I'm going to answer it as a cautionary tale. The story is this: job site trailers, big site, big job site. We had a whole bunch of job site trailers. So, what do we do with job site trailers? We rent them from whatever local company. You put them together out in the field, and they have air conditioning units. So this particular client, as part of their sustainability goals, had said that we're not going to use certain refrigerants at all in our construction. They went as far as considering the job site trailer construction, even though it was temporary. So what they did was they came and they said, hey, what kind of refrigerant is in the air conditioning units in the job site trailers? And whatever, it was something that probably wasn't the newest, greatest thing because it's a job site trailer. And they said, you can't have that refrigerant on the site. So they paid a lot of money to have the refrigerant taken out and disposed of. You couldn't just swap it out with a newer AC unit. You had to remove the refrigerant, destroy it, properly dispose of it. And not all refrigerants are compatible. They use different oils. So you can't necessarily take one type out and put another type into the same unit. It depends. I believe they had to put all new AC units in because the refrigerants were not compatible types. When I step back and I look at that and I say, is that a step too far? I'm going to say yes. There was nothing wrong with those AC units. They had a useful life. They were not leaking. They were temporary on this site. Did we really need to do that? Did we actually create waste that didn't need to be created yet? Would it be created eventually? Sure. When those units gave it up eventually, sure, it would be created. But that could have been years and years down the road. There was years of useful life in this equipment that was now taken out of service prematurely. I'm going to say that's a step too far.